back and try and get a good army again. That's how powerful those charge zealots are. Of course, a big part in this is also that +2 armor was finished, and the +3 armor just now finishing. So Axslav right now on 0-3 upgrades. That is absolutely huge. The third base is coming down, and Axslav might actually be able to come back and take this win from his opponent. 5 Archons are out on the field, and this is going to be pretty interesting. Axslav has had excellent decision making this whole time, not sacrificing too many units to the Terran base. He has lost a couple needlessly, but now he's warping in more Zealots and more Archons, and he's getting ready to push out. Faith is going to have absolutely perfect EMPs. The +2/+2 is just about finished for him, but this is a very scary time, and I'm very surprised that Axslav has come back like this, even though the foods have now evened up.
Yeah, the food supply is even. It looks like Faith is going to lose this third now. There are enough Archons to take it down. Even if he lifts off, it is on fire and will certainly burn down. We are going to see the big engage. 5 Archons here. It's interesting that Axslav is going to retreat. He does have a slightly inferior army value, but his opponent is supply blocked. Now he is going to have to throw away a couple of units here. One of those Archons does go down. He turns a beautiful EMP, dropping the shields of all of those Zealots, and they are just going to go ahead and retreat. Another EMP coming down, not hitting any of those Archons, unfortunately. We're going to have to see some more units come in from Axslav here pretty quickly. Another Archon is on the way, and some more Zealots. Axslav still doing a pretty good job maintaining his position in this game. Those medevacs have almost no energy left, and all of this infantry is going to be a bit weaker because of it. This will be a great time for Axslav to engage, given the weakened state of those units from VPFaith, but Axslav is just going to smartly play some defense here. And this game has actually flip-flopped a bit here. There was a time when Faith was on 3 bases and Axslav was on 1, but now it is completely flip-flopped. We see Axslav here on 3 bases with that main just about mined out, and Faith is really just on 1 base right now, and it is almost mined out as well. The main is completely mined out except for about 200 minerals, and he is going to go ahead and farm mine a little bit here as he tries to drop down a third, but a huge engage happening in the middle of the map. It looks like Axslav is pulling ahead here, Janitor. Faith.
Oh no, those 3 ghosts could go down, and they do go down, but not before the EMPs go off. There comes the Archons as well coming in to join the fight. VPFaith is joining with the rest of his units and quickly melts quite a few of those Zealots. Axslav still does have those Archons not all engaging at the same time. Looks like he will have to back up here. A quick stem there. Great job by Faith to try and pick these units off, but will the Archons be strong enough? The +3 armor looks like it's going to outweigh the +2/+2 from these infantry units, and Axslav is cleaning this game up on 3 bases still and quickly denying that main of Faith.
Yeah, and it looks like Faith is going to lose this third. He's just flying it around, and those Archons are getting some free shots off. A lot of weak infantry here. 1 or 2 shots from one of those Archons would take out a lot of those units. Axslav just waiting for some reinforcements, and now he is going to move in. Some more Zealots leading the way. Beautiful stutter step micro from VPFaith right here. That ghost does fall, unfortunately, but these Archons are just doing a tremendous amount of damage, and now that supply gap is absolutely huge, Janitor. The income difference is game-changing. 60 Harvesters to 28. Axslav looking like he can level it out 1-to-1.
Yeah, and he's getting away with 4 more Archons. He's just going to be able to warp in a ton of Zealots there. You can see how high his minerals are, and he's just going to be able to press WZ and click a ton, make a ton of Zealots, and that is going to be extremely hard for Faith to deal with. That's actually what most Terrans have had problems with recently, is those charge Zealots just doing so much damage, and they're so hard to micro against. Really, they just do tons of damage. Faith has had that perfect scoot and shoot, but Axslav now with the +3 armor is making all the difference here. He's able to survive for quite some time, actually not teching up to Colossus at all. And Axslav has just made some really great decisions as far as his micro, when to engage and when not to engage. You can see he's warping in a couple more sentries, wants to see if he can get some nice force fields. If he engages in a choke, that will be huge. But taking a look at the army values, way in favor of our Protoss buddy Axslav here. As he moves out across the map, he does scout that 3rd base, and he's going to go immediately deny it. This is exactly what you want to do when you're in this position. The robotics bay is down, or just about to finish up. You will be tech switching into Colossus, and that's going to be the nail in the coffin if this next push is not. Faith will not have enough Vikings out to deal with those Colossi. You can see a Warp Prism actually coming in first, and all interesting plays, but here comes Axslav with an enormous army value. Going to be able to shut down this 3rd and probably take this game with this big push here.
Yeah, this big push just about to engage. As we can just see, the army value difference is absolutely huge. Faith just doesn't have enough units. A lot of mules and SCVs mixed in here to try and engage. The orbital command is forced to pick up, and here it is. All those Zealots right in the front. The SCVs trying to tank it as best they can. The Archons in the back with that short range, trying to do as much damage as possible, but it doesn't matter. A GG from VPFaith.
And